Hey class, this is Mr. Roberts at Shasta High School, and I'm going to go through the practice test that was distributed in class today. Real quickly, we're just going to go through the answers, and then if you stick around, we'll shift into me going through and doing each of these problems if you want to look at some strategies. First question, solve the system of equation. It was at 2, 1, so A was 2, 1. B was the point was at 6, 3, 6, 3. Question 2. My let statement looks like this. Let S equal the cost of a small box of candy, so cost, and let L equal the cost of a large box of candy. My system that I wrote was 4S plus L is 28, and 3S, 3 smalls plus 2 larges is $3. And basically, I was able to go through and figure out that S, the cost of a small box was $5, and L, the cost of a large box was $8. Next page. It says plot these points. Did it? Determine the midpoint of TR. Okay, so TR was T was at -6, -1, right? And then R was at 2, 3, up 2 over 3. And that the location of that midpoint right there, you can see I put the dot there. That was at -2, 1. Then I'm asked to find the length of segment PU. Find the length of segment PU. And P is going from this point. Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? P is going from this point right here. Can I grab a pen? Yeah, I can do this. So P is from this point right here, and then over here is U. So I'm finding the length of that segment. And the length of that segment from P to U is 5√2, or about 7.1 units. Next, we were asked to find the area of triangle true, TRU. And basically what I did was I found the area of this entire bounding rectangle, and then I subtracted 3 right triangles from it. The right triangles are convenient for me because I know they have right angles, so I can see very clearly bases and heights. So I subtracted the 16, the 3.5, and the 13.5, and I got the area of the inside part was 30 units, because the area of the whole thing was 7 times 9. Subtract some stuff. Number 5, supply all the missing values for each table. So for this table, basically, my zero term was 1 minus 7/3. My slope was plus 7/3. So I'm adding 7/3 each time I go forward. And 1 minus 7/3 gave me -4/3 for my 0th term. And below that, I was asked to write the equation of the line in the form y equals mx plus b. I can see what my common difference is going forward is adding 7/3. So I have 7/3 x and then plus the -4/3, or 7/3 x minus 4/3. This sequence was geometric. I was told that at the beginning. And I know that if I take the number 5103 and I multiply it by 1, 2, 3, 4 b's, I get 63. So I found out that b was 1/3, and my 0th term, just going backwards twice, was 45,927. So 45,927 times 1/3 to the x is the equation. Keep going here. This one, it was 27 over x, I'm sorry, 27 over 8x to the third. B was 8 to the fifth over b. C was 16, b to the third, a to the third. D was a to the 10th power. Moving on, what is the equational line that goes through these 2 points? The equation of that line is -4/3 x plus 19/3. What is the slope of a line that's parallel? Well, anytime you get a parallel slope, the parallel lines, the slopes are the same. That line had a slope of -4/3, so a parallel line would also be -4/3. Any line that's perpendicular would have a slope that is opposite and reciprocal. So it was negative, I made it positive, and I flipped it, the numerator and denominator, so the slope would be 3/4. Number 7, solve this thing. So I solved this using fraction busters, and we can talk about that, but I got x is negative 3/4. Watch the video if you want to see how I got that. For B, the answer was 16. Again, fraction busters. Moving along. So this right here, I isolated A in both of these equations and set those two equations equal to each other. A is equal to, A is equal to. Actually, I used substitution, didn't I? So I got A alone in the top equation. I got what A was, and I plugged that into the bottom equation. You'll see me do that if you watch the video, the substitution method. So my answer is 367.23 times 0.75 to the x. And then below, these polygons are all similar to each other. We're asked to find the length of the side with the question marks. Again, my answers here are 6, 8, and 6. And if you're interested in how that works, stick around for the next video and we'll look at solutions.